Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Tulsa, Oklahoma. We are the Kobold Cafe, and we are playing Liminality in GURPS 4th edition. I am Luke, the GM, and we've got Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. I'm playing Dai Timur, a dude with friends and other friends who probably have very different interests long term.
We were slagging off your cape last week when you weren't here. We've got Everoth.
It has magnets. It is stylish.
Wait,
Hello.
but how do those work?
Do you have magnets?
We ain't got magnets.
Yes.
But we've got Everoth.
Hello, I am Member, and I play Hui Yu, a very friendly and very old-fashioned cargo operator of the group.
We've got Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I play Gina, gambler, layabout, and owner of Graph Boots, or Mag Boots, I suppose.
Oh yeah, she's got magnets. She's got magnets. We've got James.
Hey, I am James. I play Alexi, who has just recently found some family. Don't know if we like this family yet, but we have family.
And we've got Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara, and I play Silver. She knows all the things. You should see the skill list she's got.
Your avatar's amazing. Your new Roll20 avatar is amazing. Both yours.
Oh my god. I don't know why it took me so long, but Tara, your Silver's stage name is Silver Linings.
That's terrible.
Wah, wah.
That's absolutely terrible. No one is going to see Silver Linings play the violin.
I have heard worse.
That don't mean
Better.
Maybe in 10 years?
Well, previously, you've arrived on this planet. You've got a bunch of gear that is illegal and needs to be dropped off. You've dropped off the legal stuff, been paid for it. Illegal stuff is apparently wanted in Kesis, ASAP, which is a bit of a distance. Resort Island, 12,000 kilometers away. Short trek for your plane. Shuttle, SSTO. Alexei met his brother, Rado, who had heard that Gina were back in town from some shady guys that want to kill her, mainly. And he looked it up, sure as shit, saw that Gina and his brother's shuttle had landed in Decimu. So he came, found Alexei on the dock, and said, "What the fuck, bro?" Alexei came clean that you're all amnesiacs, and he's pretty upset about it, as is your niece, who I'm sure I gave a name. I can't remember it. That sucks for her.
You gotta write stuff down
I
sometimes.
gotta write stuff down sometimes. I really do. My bad. Cough, cough. It's not like there's a video we could go back and watch either. Oh well.
What a shame.
Sorry, drinking some coffee. You were all gathered at Rado's bar, talking about not having any memories, him telling you a little bit about the past, when you got shot to shit by a bunch of cultists, did a drive-by. You took them all out. You managed to grab a couple alive, barely. And police did eventually show up and cart them off. Rado says police aren't going to be doing much about it because of the shit area of town it is. And yeah, that about covers that, right? You went out partying,
Yep.
You had a date with a guy from the Port Authority, James.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You boned him, he boned you, it were a good bone sesh. Gina boned someone boned Gina, it were a good bone sesh. Sylve got contacted by the old lady who has deciphered some of the stuff that she sent her and is freaking excited. Called her in, Everyone's getting in about now to meet her, including Tima, who spent the evening with his friends before they head off to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah. So, long term, or slightly longer term, you've got a delivery to make across the ocean. There's people trying to kill Gina and Alexei. A rich owner of multiple bars who wants to kill Gina because she killed his son and also robbed him of 1 million credits, apparently.
Mostly the money.
Mostly the money, he didn't care so much for his son. And the cultists want to kill Alexei and Gina, apparently. And maybe Tima as well, because he was knocking around back at that time. Because apparently you've interfered and you're heretics, and you need getting rid of for being the devils that you are. Although you're not positive what interference you did. They were apparently teamed up with the son of Carrick. Whoa, that's caught us up.
Yeah, so I don't think we got any of our wealth bonus stuff from selling the legal stuff back. I don't think we ever actually discussed the boost. that.
No, we just said we did it.
Yeah, no, I don't think...
Oh, no, I think, Luke, all you said is it covered the ship costs.
Oh, right. Yeah, we're gonna get the bonus.
Yeah, I rolled for the ship's wealth, didn't I?
Yeah.
And it succeeded. It's... Did I roll for the ship's wealth? I'm almost certain I did.
Yes, I do recall you rolling for the ship's wealth.
Yeah. And it made it, if I recall, just. So the ship is at -1 to purchases for a month. But it won't need to make its only purchase again for another month. Hopefully, unless, you crash it and you need repairs. Try not to do that.
And that's really if it does anything more than continue floating in space for the next month.
Yeah.
Which at this point is starting to seem somewhat likely.
Yeah, the less you use it, the less expensive I'll make your monthly upkeep checks.
Because I'm sure a large portion of that cost is fuel.
Oh yeah. Fuel and water, I imagine. And I don't think it's water that's costing you 600,000 a month.
And just like parts that break down that don't break down when it's not running.
Yeah, general drive, maintenance stuff. Roy, you're on university campus. The sun is rising. There's a very different atmosphere to overnight. The bars are all closed. Lots of shops are now open that weren't before. You see lots of office workers moving around. Factory workers going to work. Fishermen heading out. And as you arrive at university campus, Tima's beat you there. He must have been at a bar or something nearby with his friends when you sent the message that you were coming.
Hi, Teamer. Been a minute.
Hey, so
Gouda
what
guy.
exactly are we dealing with here?
I'm gonna sell some of the old sphere data that we got and get us a lot of money.
You brought some of that along, I'm guessing.
I mean, it's all in my phone. And I have a zip, like a folder of the stuff I was gonna sell. Because remember, we're not selling the new stuff.
Shouldn't all fit in your phone. I'm pretty sure the size of your phone does not match the size of the files you've got.
Really? Then that's a lot of files.
Several terabytes. Do you know what your device is? Have you got it noted anywhere?
You were the one that gave it to me. You never
Yeah,
told me.
well, it definitely is more. Yeah. You could fit maybe a quarter of it on your phone. So you've probably got actually about an eighth of it on your phone.
Then at some point I will get an external hard drive to attach in my pocket.
You've Yeah, alright, fair enough. Most of it's stored on the shuttle and ships servers, which are massive.
But at the very least, I have a connection to it and stuff. But yes, what I have for her is all the information that will lead her to the planet where we went safaring.
Koi.
So it'll send them first to that first planet, and then the information there will send them to the second planet, and that's where it'll dead end.
Got it.
So none of the sunburn, radioactive data that we got from the cargo hold.
Well, she's excited to see you. She opens her office door as soon as she catches you gathering up outside. Says, oh good, you're back, young lady. And these must be... You're the actual research associates?
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
She nods, shakes your hand. Maybe touches her elbow to yours or something. I don't know. It's
handshakes.
a strange local thing. So, this is all very exciting. Yep. And I want to buy it all. Everything you've got.
Yeah, I have a file ready if you have the funds available.
Hey. What are we talking about when we say funds? Because I think we still...
last time. It was like 3 million, wasn't it, Luke?
There's other people in there to say, depending on the wealth of the source material, and if you do indeed have inscriptions at this density covering an object of the size that you said it was, then we're willing to offer 3 million standard credits for the complete scans and subsequent ancient decipherings that were already attempted.
So, out of curiosity, is it like 3 million and you're talking like in the way of the euro, or is it like 3 million and you're talking in the way of the yen?
Standard credit, she just said.
Standard credit.
$3 million.
No, this is James asking Luke.
Oh, right. It's
when we're talking about that 3 million
GURPS
number,
bucks.
is it like if
It's-
somebody offers you 3 million euros or 3 million yen?
3 million euros.
Okay, so it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, yeah.
Okay.
It'd cover the ship for months, maybe half a year, maybe a full year of ferrying goods, and then you could take all that goods as profit.
Alright. Let me do 2 quick things. Because she says a number like that as a starting point, and obviously...
Oh no, I've already done this with her. She blew the load. That's her top price.
Oh, but I'm sure she can get more. If that's what she's talking about, she can always find some more. But no, Alexi's greed doesn't get the better of him.
Basically what happened is when I did a read on her, like, she is not a haggler. She did not start lowballing us or anything. She was like, she heard her budget for this buy and immediately just splurged the top budget out.
Okay.
So like, yeah, that's what we're getting.
Great. Then do it.
I'm sure there's some way of like sending data so that way it's like not secure until they give the money or something like that.
Surely the only solution is the blockchain, the glorious blockchain. No. She will initiate the transfer when you hand over the data and they verified it. She suggests that if you're really concerned, you might want to instruct a local law officer to oversee the transaction for you on your behalf.
I mean, they seem pretty reputable.
I'd rather not deal with the cops.
Out of
She
curiosity,
laughs. Sorry.
out of curiosity, what do you think the thing is? Like, what do you think the inscription is? Sure.
James, apparently that didn't work.
Yeah, you weren't meant to all stop talking.
Yeah, no.
Jeebus.
What did I say? That killed you?
I'd rather not get the cops involved. She's like,
Oh, right.
and she starts laughing and she's like, no, I mean a middleman, officer of the court, a lawyer? I think you might call them in space.
That I'm all for. Do I
Mhm.
have law? Do I think I have law?
I'm not sure, actually. Terra, live, reference. Character
Pretty
sheet,
sure-
skills.
Do I? I'm pretty sure this is it, but I don't know though.
I mean, as long as the money and the data is good, I don't really feel the need to involve anybody else. But if you guys want to, I guess.
You can make a roll if you want, Liv, to think about it.
Right, I think it's this one.
I'd also like to make a roll if we're making that roll.
Yeah.
Law for this planet? Ah, frontier criminal.
And yeah, Liv, you're not
Yeah.
exactly sure. But they say they've got contracts that they'd be more than happy. It's the standard research purchasing contracts that they use with private individuals and companies. And they need them completing because it's got to be all above board for them. They can't just suddenly, get audited and be like, nah then. Yeah, it looks like fucking money laundering or some shit.
Yeah, no.
So
Which
they're gonna
most
want
art and
like
antique transactions are, but you know.
I feel like if that's the case, they would have brought their own lawyer.
Well, they have in-house university lawyers, and they probably are here, like just sat in the background, not saying much. But if you're happy to simply sign the contracts and hand over the research materials, then we're guaranteed from these, once we've verified your ID, we'll be able to transfer the funds into the suitable bank account of your nomination.
Yeah, let's do it.
Very good.
Start
Would you like to
signing
transfer the data digitally, or will you be bringing in hard drives? If you have the original materials from Acavius, we'd be very interested in those.
Those are all on the ship. We're not getting those. I have probably what I wanted on like a disc on a couple hard drives or something.
All
I wanted
right.
to give her.
Yeah, that's fine.
It just makes life easier. I will hand over physical media.
We'll start verifying it straight away. We're very excited, so I think by tonight we'll be able to have initiated the transfer.
Tonight, as in when it gets dark, or tonight, as in
Tonight when it gets dark.
8 hours now. So like 24 hours from now, or 48 hours.
48 hours from now, at the very most. We should have it verified within 24 hours, and then the transaction will at most take 24 hours to complete.
All right. Well, there's our deposit information.
Who's having their ID verified and having it sent to their bank account?
I think
I
it
don't
should
have an
probably
ID, so
not
it's not
be
me.
Gina or Alexi.
I actually think there's no reason why it can't be sent just to the ship. That's
Yeah,
It's
Probably.
actually
Probably
probably
ship
the
account.
best idea.
yeah, like its own kind of private corporation thing.
It's our personal little
Money
tax shelter.
laundering bank. Yeah. All right. You're
Okay.
free to stick around and talk about anything you want. Does anyone want
Honestly,
a
I
drink?
think I know Alexi has got a little shopping list that he would like to go procure because we've got people after us.
Well, as
Mhm.
well, I would like to try to get as much of the alphabet from these guys as I can, because that's the main reason I did this, was so I could decode some of the things I don't know how to read.
Share some resources with you. So you Silver will probably be sticking around for the morning.
Yeah, even if it's not like overtly doing it, like, just talking about research, because you get someone who's an expert in their field talking about their field, and you can get all kinds of information for free from them.
Well, they've got computers right in the room where you were, and they plug in the hard drives and start going through them straight away. They seem to have got a computer of their own running checks on it, and they're going through choice slides occasionally and just being like, "Oh, this is fascinating," and "Holy shit, look at that!" And there's like 6 people gathered around the computer screen they're watching it on.
So,
I'll stick around for that while everyone else can do their thing.
So
Gina,
I'm
go ahead.
oh, sorry. When we leave the building and are in a private area, I'll find the rest of the group and be like, I'm on my way to find an arms dealer. If anybody needs anything, you're welcome to tag along.
Yeah, please. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, we've got individuals hunting us, and we don't know what they're capable of. I think Alexi wants to be kind of ready for some stuff.
Tima, you might have heard a little bit about what they're capable of, and your
You also got
friends.
a couple P90s for you need ammo for.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's a big part of the reason Alexi wants to go shopping. To
Could that
make our
be restated?
So yeah, last night while you were at the bar with your friends, they will have been looking at stuff and they're like, it's annoying that we missed that train. Very nuisance. But at least we get to catch up. And then one of them's reading the news and says, "Oh, this might be interesting to you. Look at this. I think this might be your friend's brother." And he points out Rado to you and the shoot up from the cult. And Alexi, have you even got a surname or anything?
I never
Avila.
picked one. No, you know what? I did, didn't I?
Did you?
Avila.
Oh,
Yes.
cool. So yeah, Rado Avila. And yeah, they look slightly similar. They've got similar
Although
tattoos.
I was kind of thinking, like I was setting up that avatar last night, and I was actually thinking about his tattoos. So I'm thinking like the he's got like one under his eye, and I think that signifies like ship Avila. So it
Okay.
means more like instead of like a family surname, it's like the ship that he's from.
Yeah. And everyone on that ship is brother and sister.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Some more biologically than others.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rado looks like a biological,
Mhm. I think he's also got
but
that Avila tattoo as well. Then. Yeah. Very nice.
okay. And then I put a couple of wings like on the side of his head,
Cause you're a pilot.
obviously because he's a pilot. And then on the throat, he's got a cool like design with a skull.
Mm.
So I think that probably means something,
He's a
you know,
pirate.
about being some pirate soldier, something like that. I feel like if you're not from the flotilla, it means pirate. If you are from the flotilla, it means like
Soldier.
soldier.
Fair enough.
And then he's got a barcode over one of his eyes, and I think that's a prison tat. Anyhow, that was a digestion.
Um. your friend's Tima,
Could be. I'll have to ask.
I'll say,
He wouldn't remember, of course.
it
But
says
then-
the cult are involved. They're scary. They're to be reckoned with. They mostly keep to themselves in the city. They do odd jobs for crime lords here and there. He'll point out on a map on his tablet, like the main base areas. They operate out in the wilds, and they've got a couple of little like communes. He says, but this planet's just somewhere where they like to come and regroup after the space voyages. Rumor has it they've got something of a hive mind. One of them, other one says like bullshit. He's just like, it's just the rumor I heard. A couple of years ago, maybe less, maybe only a year ago-ish, there was some trouble. One of their communes had a really big explosion occur at it. Yeah, we don't mess with them, but they don't really mess with us. This planet's nice. It's a nice place to regroup sometimes.
A lot of densely populated metropoli and wide open wilderness.
They nod. Biodiversity on this planet is remarkably low. There's only a few species of every, like, there's only a few species of fish, animals, and plants, and they've grown everywhere. Like, in some of the lakes in the cities, people just throw out nets and pull in fish endlessly. They pretty much swim right
So
onto
pretty clearly terraformed.
fishing lines. Yeah, definitely terraformed. There aren't any fossil fuels on this planet, and as such, they rely on nuclear fission and renewable energy sources. There's a lot of biomass
Hence the
used.
nets.
Yeah.
Cast the net into the water, fish for the nuclear.
Yep. Fish for the. Heyo. So yeah, just a bit of head-a-tet knowledge for you there. Not at all mostly ripped off from a book I just finished. That's really rubbish. It's lame. Don't bother reading it. So Alexi and Gina want to go arms dealing. That's what Tima got told about the cult.
Gina did actually want to be a little blunt and ask the professor before we left
Oh.
what they thought about the inscriptions too.
Well, I think it's a map. You said you found this on Doterra, right?
Eh?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
yes, we know this was found on Doterra now. This is, yeah. And clearly it was signifying various points of interest.
What do you think it's a map of?
Well, the galaxy. The local galaxy to where it was discovered. It's got a self-deciphering code on it, it seems, as well. If you look here, you can translate the whole text just on the basic rules outlined in these symbols in this quadrant, and she points on a little. I keep forgetting that you fuckers can see me. Weird. And yes, we should be able to analyze it. We've seen things like this before. We call it a Vatisglyph. That's what it was named a couple of 100 years ago when they were first found. I've never seen such a complete one.
So do you know what it goes to?
We'd have to do some research, maybe some guessing. It's difficult to say exactly. But if I had to guess, I would say it points to Iota Persei. And that is indeed the system where you went and were led down to the jungle by the floaty orb.
And
No,
got our second orb.
I don't mean like where. I mean like, what do you think is there?
Oh.
Like, what is it a map to?
Oh. That's not clear. Hopefully that's explained. I mean, there's so much information on this thing.
All right, well, good luck.
She nods.
We will be in touch.
It's... Oh, really? Have you been to Iota Persei?
No.
In acting or fast talk? Success by 3. She frowns at you, but then the computer beeps and she's like, oh, it's doing something else. And she's like, yeah! Gets distracted immediately.
I give Alexi a look that's like, get the hell out of here.
And we do so.
Yeah.
Hui and Tima, what's your plan? Gun and bullet shopping?
Well, Timur did not smuggle down his gun, so that'll be a yes. And James, your Roll20 avatar thing is kind of creepy.
I like it. I like the creepiness.
Sorry.
You need to recenter your thing in. There you go.
They were a bit earlier.
So yeah, Timur will join the gun shopping crew.
Gun shopping crew. And Hui?
I guess
Stick-
he's gonna tag along. Yeah, he's gonna stick with him. He doesn't have much of a goal here, so he's mostly sightseeing and tourism. He is taking this as a break, so he's gonna enjoy it and tag along with Timur.
Oi. There are legal gun shops on this planet.
No. Not what I'm looking for.
Rado would be a good person to ask straight up.
Oh, yeah. Ask Rado too.
He'd be like, eh.
Maybe with some Rado information, he could give me a +1 on that Streetwise.
I'll allow that for sure. Rado gives you a +1 to your streetwise check. Still a shit roll.
Yeah. Robbed.
I know a couple of guys. Give it an hour or so, they'll still be in bed at this time. Give it till just before first rest, so maybe more like 5 or 6 hours from now.
Really rather not wait that long.
What LC does the regular stuff offer?
Oh, you'll be able to buy.
So I just think we should put this into the game terms so we know what we're talking about.
Put the what into the what?
We should put this into the game terms so we know what we mean when we say we want the good stuff.
Right, yeah. What is so the hunting shop stuff? They will offer you. You can actually get ammunition for those submachine guns there, because it's just a standard 9mm ammo. You won't be able
On
to
a
get
P90?
anything. Yeah, it's just 9mm for a P90. I'm pretty certain.
No, it is not.
Oh,
P90
really?
uses a very hyper specialized round.
Well, whatever these are is just 9mm. These are crappy cult guns. And from the damage, I'm pretty sure the one I gave were. Anyways.
The P90 does. Got it all written down. 3d6 -1 piercing minus armor divisor 2.
I gave you the wrong stats. It's only meant to do 2d6 piercing. I gave you the stats for like an MP5, I'm pretty sure.
That makes more sense.
Weaponry, firearms.
Did you modify the P90 from the book?
I can see it's like P90 is 5,7 times 28mm ammunition.
Oh, I didn't want machine gun, did I? I wanted submachine guns. Yeah.
Like, not to focus too much on it, but it could wind up being really important.
Yeah, I did alter some things. So essentially, it is the MP5 SD3,
Okay.
except the rate of fire is 15 instead of 13.
So I'm pretty sure I can get my stuff at either the legal or illegal place, so I'm good for either one. Gina says.
Okay. Well, I want some fairly illegal TL8
Well,
bullets.
let's go get some lunch, maybe have a drink, and then go shopping.
Yeah, all you'll be able to buy is like full metal jacket, maybe hollow points.
Gina wants actual birdshot, so there's a chance maybe.
Yeah, easy to get. Birdshot, super easy. Birdshot, buckshot, slugs. You could buy a shotgun.
But I don't think we actually went to the hunting store initially, or did we?
No, I think you just went back to Rado's bar at first, and then you were like, and then when that guy said it's going to be 6 hours, and Alexi says he didn't want to wait, Tima's like, well, hold up, what are we actually after here? And then you slap the weird gun that looks like a P90 had sex with an MP5 up the table and say, I need ammo for this, and a haircut. And that catches us up. So yeah, Rado says, well shit son, you can get ammo for that just about anywhere. Here, I got a couple of rounds. If you need, I'm no loaning you me shotgun. That stays at the bar. He slams it on the bar. We've got a map for this. Let's just get rid of the dead people, shall I?
And the arrested people.
Yup.
And the ATVs that almost nobody can drive.
Almost nobody.
Yeah, we own 2 ATVs now.
Yep. 2 used ATVs.
Only one of them had a guy die on it. Well, unless we got anything else, I propose like waiting and heading over to that arms dealer and then going over to that other Keesus.
Aye aye. What are you trying to buy? Oh, Silver, give me a research roll for the afternoon, please.
Luke, I got them
Okay.
posted in my sheet.
Oh, and yeah, LC2, LC3 you can get at the gun shop. You'll probably have to show ID, and depending on what it is exactly you're buying, they might make you have a wait-in period.
Made it by 1.
What are you saying?
I made it by 1.
Made it by 1. Nice. You also would have had a +1 if you spend the whole day there.
Made it by 2.
Yeah, you learn stuff as they do, and you learn a decent amount from this, including most of the translations on that orb.
So enough to get like a better understanding of the next translation that I have.
Yeah, absolutely. It you can use it to start looking on the other stuff you've got. Yeah.
Cool, because that was the main purpose. I wanted to be able to be like
Yeah.
decode the radiation one.
Yes, you've got enough information to look into that. So, is it
Alright,
that
then.
this top one that you want, Alexi?
Yes.
Let me.
No, not the armor. The just the bullets. I can't afford the armor. That's
Okay.
not happening.
Okay. Oh.
Like just a box of those bullets is really what he's after.
Yeah, you're not getting those at a hunting shop.
No.
If anyone else is just buying LC3 or higher, you can get it at the hunting shop, and it's like pretty much the same price, or you can wait for illegal stuffs.
If we're going to the hunting shop, then Gina buys some bullets there.
Protecting yourself from some Narlocks, are you? Guy'll say. Yep, there's some big ones out there. You want
What
more?
TL?
TL8. And feel free to make your wealth checks. I have not got that pyramid open like an absolute nerd.
It's trivial.
Yeah, it is. Yep. If you already know how much, then you know how much. And yeah, it will be trivial for Gina, and you can get those easy, Gina.
Yeah, a box of bullets isn't going to break the bank for most people.
Oh yeah, those are slightly weird ones though. So you'll be like, oh, worried about hitting, are you? These should do it.
Yeah, I figure they're good for not punching through bulkheads.
Oh, I see. Space gal. Wouldn't have had you pinned to the tap. Look more like one of those Kesis rats.
Nope. I'm a
Luke.
space girl.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Space. No, go.
No, go ahead, please.
So now that we're delving into more of what is allowed on this planet, could Timur just have brought his gun? It's
Yep.
based off of an LC3 one,
Yeah.
which is licensed.
Yes, you could have brought your gun. They would have checked it at customs and potentially wanted to have like just marked it with. They've got like this bottle of stuff. It's like nail varnish, clear, very thin coat that they just paint on it so they can track it. It's in your interest.
Like a radioactive signature?
Yeah, kinda. It's not that they can track it from a distance. It's just a paint that'll show up under UV light and contains a pigment so that they can match it to a serial number.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he'll get that off later.
Yeah, it's and they'll also register it to you and stuff like that here at this planet.
Nothing that a little acid won't take off.
Yeah, exactly. Like a solvent, it'll just some nail varnish remover will take it off. Yeah. So you'll have a nice day shopping, researching, just kind of hanging around and seeing the sights way. It's a nice city. The parts that you're in at the minute. I mean, Rado's Bar's in a bit of a shithole area. I moved it from where it were because it looked like too nice a place near that park. So it's actually over here at some of the. It's like bang in middle of a residential area that's mostly for fishermen. That were most of the types that you had in the bar when they all got slaughtered.
By that area of the fishermen, are there any of them selling fish? Any good fish?
There's good fish everywhere. As you went to the hunting shop, you would have walked past a big open food market. You'd have seen like all 7 species of fish that live on this planet.
On any chance that they had like to stop, he would like quickly drop by to one of the markets to see what he can buy or secure for in the way of spices or any supplies for the ship that would make a good meal.
Yeah.
So basically, Timur turns around, does something, and then when he turns back, Huey's like carrying a bag with stuff, and then the bag's just getting a little bit bigger.
Totally doable. What's your wealth level?
Half I haven't changed it since the beginning.
Should be
I did not make any changes.
should be 10, but you've got like +2 then probably at the minute if you've not spent any of your bonus stuff either.
Yeah, I
think.
haven't spent anything.
So, oh my god, which is it? Alternate GURPS 3? No. Jared, what's the pyramid number 44? Is it 44? Abstract Wealth, it's pyramid 44. And...
Yep.
Yeah, I
What are
don't
you
even
looking
need,
for specifically?
I don't even need a roll really. Unless you're spending a shit ton, like getting a lot of spices and stuff. Do you think you're spending more than $200 on spices? And
Uh, nah.
no,
He's going more for like bulk rather than quality, so they could have more.
radio.
So he's buying cheap.
Yeah, so I don't even need a roll. You just buy a bunch of supplies for the spice cabinet.
All right.
It'll start getting around to about the time that those guys will be waking up. You notice people are gathering for a breakfasty brunch type meal, is what seems to be on offer at most of the places. And you will head over to a warehouse off this map. It's some kind of car shop. There's someone, plasma cutting a car in half at the minute. Got a big garage door open. Guy with a welding mask on is also smoking a joint underneath his welding mask. No one says oh as all four of you walk in. There's another guy sat reading a magazine at a little table, just completely ignoring you all.
I think Alexi will walk in.
Walk
Still,
him beside him.
still just looking at the magazine, still just cutting the car in half.
Yeah, just walk in and be like, morning. Me and my friends here are looking for a little bit of special hardware.
He sighs, closes his magazine, flaps it down. What you're looking for? He
Put like a list down.
He looks you all up and down as well. He's like, and then you've actually got a list with that on it.
Yeah.
He looks at that and he's like, no, those ain't strictly legal, fella. Hope you know that.
Well, there's a lot of things that I do.
Gina peeks at the list.
He's asking for like military grade ammunition, armor piercing, depleted uranium shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Um,
We got this weird cult after us. Like, Alexi's suddenly taking a not fucking around stance.
Well, might have what you're looking for. There's a... That guy's turned off his blowtorch and stopped cutting the car. Slides his welding mask up, and the guy who had the magazine starts leading you over to a side door and says, we got the equipment too here. Come take a look.
Yeah, I guess go take a look.
Follow along.
Opens up a door that just leads into the next garage along, which was closed from the outside, and it's got a tank in it, as well as several hundred boxes of ammunition and stuff like that. All military-looking stuff.
Wall full of displayed guns.
Yeah, big machine guns, mounted things, artillery in corner. A bunch of rocket launchers, things like that. Turns around and says, "Well, if you's cops, now's be the time to arrest me."
Do we look like
Or
fucking
try to.
cops?
No, you did not. And that's why I let you in.
Actually, Teamer might slightly.
You might slightly look like a cop, yeah. But no, I think they're happy with you. The reaction roll said they were happy with you, especially with the bonuses you get.
Nice.
Ooh, like +1 for attractive?
Yeah. This guy were like, oh, might be a cop, but he's a sexy cop. If anyone's going to arrest me, I'll let it be this
Might
guy.
as well get.
It's like, frisk me, officer. I got something in my pocket for you. Yeah, he'll walk over to a big crate and he'll say, oh, .40? Yeah, here we go. And like some purple tip ammunition in a big box. Got a couple of cartons of the stuff. The price he'll give you will be... what's my illegal rules? Is it 10 times normal cost?
That's what we did last game.
Can't remember my own rules. It's the
I thought that was for higher TL. I'm not arguing. I'm totally happy, but
The illegal markup was ×10.
was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So then the price becomes that.
750. Your current wealth is what, please?
11.
11. I think it's a normal purchase, so just roll versus wealth.
So do the wealth mods give you a bonus to the roll or modify where you are on that chart?
I'm having
Bonus
it.
to the roll.
I was having it modify where you were on that chart, so that's my fuck up actually. Then in that case, but I don't think it'd have made much of a difference so far. Forever off it would have. Roll me 3d6 please, Ever. That gives you a bonus to the roll, doesn't it, Alexi? Where you did not manage to buy many spices. You only managed to buy like one spice actually.
Okay.
But it's just because you didn't have your credits on you, or for whatever reason. You can try again the next day. But Alexi, that's on the nose, right? I'll do you half the box. A little bit cheaper. How's that?
You do anything on credit?
Well, it depends how much I can trust you. We do run a line of credit, but we expect high returns, and we have a rather extortionate interest rate.
Do you have any goods you need moved off planet in the next couple of months?
I got all sorts of shit I need moved.
Because I do happen to specialize in moving certain items discreetly.
Well, shit, son. Box is yours. Take it.
And then I'll give him my number and...
What's your capacity?
Yeah, I'll tell him what we can do. This is business. I don't remember what our capacity is, so Alexi just...
The shuttle's
Less for
only
the
like
illegal stuff.
5 tons, and that's the max of your illegal as well.
Okay.
But your total that can just go in the hold is like 30 tons.
Okay. Well, I can rather discreetly move up to about 5 tons or X cubic meters.
He's nodding. He's like, yeah, I got some clients would love for a little home delivery thing. They're on planet. This box is yours, and I'll pay you a pretty rate. All your fuel covered, plus what do we say, like thousand bucks an hour for you to ferry stuff out to these assholes in the sticks.
Sure, we're on our way to Kesis in a couple hours. We could
Those
load some
guys
stuff
are
up and
kind of in the other
make a pit
direction.
stop. It's a big circle. It
I-
depends on what. It's a sphere. It doesn't matter what direction you start.
Nods. Well, let me get stuff loaded up. Anything else you want us to take? Feel free, shop around.
Uh,
Do you have any of those in 30 caliber?
Why not? If it's possible to make them, he'll have a box of those as well.
hey, that actually, since we're on it, that suit, Alexi runs the specs of that like armored suit that he was looking for.
I can get you that, but I can't do that on credit. Gonna need a piece from you.
Armored
Yeah.
suit?
I'm not saying right now if you can get it, I'd be willing to work for trade.
What he describes is essentially it's maybe what the current army of this planet would be using, or slightly better.
Okay, so like military armor, not like a suit made of armor.
No, it's let's see, what is it? It is a
Genus?
reflex suit. Basically a reflex suit built to look like the suit that he's currently wearing. Like,
Isn't that TL9?
yeah, which is why the cost on it is ridiculous.
Is
So
TL9
that-
armor
that- that-
allowed though?
I thought I saw it when I was looking through.
I think it
I'm
was
pretty
labeled
sure-
as military only.
So yeah,
No,
you'd need to.
I think you.
I definitely could be wrong.
No, yeah, it's essentially you drop the LC a bunch as well, because the base LC for that is only 3 as well. And yeah, so you can
Does-
get that kind of stuff,
Um,
but it's better than what this army uses on this planet. And it's also not technically...
TL 0 to 8 across the board.
Ah, there we go.
TL9 clamshell is listed as available because
Was
it
it?
uses TL8 materials such as
Ah.
hardened steel and composite laminates.
There you go. No reflex suit, but you can make
never
something with
mind then.
ballistic stuff.
Nah, don't even worry about it. That's all gonna be too heavy.
Sorry
I-
for calling attention. I was
No,
mostly,
absolutely.
if
I'm
it was
glad you
available,
did.
I was interested because like if reflex was available, that's totally Gina's speed also.
Yeah, no, it's... Because reflex is the
No.
stuff that's listed as having... it
That
describes it
said,
as having...
undercover vests might not be a terrible idea.
Yeah, they're just heavy.
True.
He can get you
Okay.
vests. Yeah, I can get you some lightweight vests. This shit I ain't got. That's the realm of science fiction, son. It's what he tells you.
I wouldn't have even said it if that was the case. I misread something, I think.
No worries.
So yeah, just the bullets.
Just the bullets. And he'll
Just needed some bullets to up our game a little bit in case that cult comes back a little more prepared.
give you the bullets on credit if you're willing to move these boxes for him.
Sure. Yeah. Oh.
Quick question.
Aye.
Sorry. Go ahead, James.
I was just gonna say, Alexi tells him, I'll be back in like an hour with a couple of smugglers boxes. He doesn't say smugglers. With some kit. I'll be back in an hour or so with some kit.
Nice. We'll get it ready. Silva, what's your question?
Yeah, so after doing the research with them, and I assume they start getting into the territory where I know the stuff.
Yeah.
Because of my research, I will thank them and again, ask if they have any other questions or need anything to mail me or call me.
Mm-hmm.
Then while I'm waiting for these guys to show back up for the ride, for a couple hours, I'm gonna go over to the music department and make some music majors sad about their lives.
All right.
But as well, I wanted to actually try other instruments.
Yeah. You should roll me 3d6 twice, please.
Okay. Button for this.
13 and an 8. And roll at me again, please. One more time. And a 9. So you realize that you can play the guitar and piano, like, incredibly well. You make some music majors very sad when your pianoing is way better than theirs. But you also realize that you can conduct an orchestra.
Could you update my sheet when you get a chance? I don't know which ones are.
No worries, I'll do it straight away.
But I can also conduct? That is wild. Okay.
Yeah, you walk past a room where there's like an orchestra practicing. You watch the conductor guy, and you're like, oh, he is not doing a good job at that.
And then when he gets down for a break, I'll just step up like a jackass and start conducting.
Pretty much, and
see
like,
if they play along.
Yep, they do. Like, they don't at first, because they just, like, emptying the spit valves and stuff for a second. But then a couple of them start, and they all join in. And when you finish that song that's on the music in front of you, they all, like, put their instruments down and applaud you.
By the end of this, there's gonna be, like, rumors going around this, what do you call it, campus.
Yeah, like, who's this young girl virtuoso who's clearly here on some kind of music scholarship? There we go, sheet updated. Music department, fruitful gift. Ah! Click, 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 click. I think Isabella stole the good lighter. Ugh.
But, that is, that's all I wanted to do. I figured I was here. I had a little bit of time.
Alright. Gather back up at Rado's. It's a free place to stay. He would have offered... Yeah, he's already letting you have a room in his apartment across the road.
Mm-hmm.
That I forgot to get that map for. I already had a map I knew I wanted to use. He had a bunch of spare bedrooms because reasons that he didn't want to discuss.
Yeah, gather back up.
Gather back up. Rado's got something for you. Rado's voice. Oh, hey guys, so I've been asking some questions around, right? Let's just go to the bar, why don't we? And I found out about a place the cult uses in town. Might be useful. There's a mod shop, as in a body mod shop. Just about only one in the city, probably. And the cult straight up runs it. They use it for all their stuff. Those guys are crazy into cybernetics. And yeah, you must have noticed. And yeah, a couple of the ones that were here last session had robot arms or what have you.
Shit, we should have stolen them.
We're not going to steal arms.
Well,
not that kind of arms.
I'm guessing there's a shitload at this place. And word is it's not really that well guarded. They think it's a great secret. There's probably only going to be 2 people there with guns at most. You could take them down easy.
We really want to be pissing these guys off, though?
We kind of already have. This might be a chance to find out some more about them.
I mean, he already knows all about them.
More specifically, what their future plans with us are.
Aren't they after us because what's his name sent them after us?
Garrick.
Mhm.
He told him you were here, but it seemed like they had other business they wanted with you twos.
Uh,
I don't know. He shrugs. Just a thought. And Alexei, you know, it may. Why am I moving him? This is just some patron. Rado's got an actual token. But you know, I don't know what. I should be on this side of the bar. I'm having a drink with you lots. Those places, that stuff will go for a pretty penny. Even if there's just stuff you could sell back to the hospital, I bet they've nicked a load of shite from there.
Well, if we are on our way to Kesis, we can knock this place over and pick up our load from our arms dealer friend.
Oh, they were friendly then, were they?
Oh, they were.
Do
Especially once we
watch out for
once
that
we
guy. He does sell a lot to the cult as well.
well, good to know.
so do you think Carrick's going to cause you any more trouble here? I feel a little bad jumping down over to the resort, leaving you here to hold the bag again.
He's absolutely going to cause trouble, but he'll know when you're leaving. He's probably going to give me some shit, but fuck it. He's got nothing on me. He taps the shotgun again. That is just on the bar now. Like, takes too long to pull it out from under the bar. I'm going to be ready for next time. Turns around and looks at the plywood windows.
Yeah, maybe next time you try not to get shot in the head.
He rubs his scab where that bullet grazed him.
Well, once we're done with our business out east, I wouldn't be against putting an end to that.
How much is your guys' debt?
It's not about the debt.
I don't think they much care about the money at this point.
I know, but I mean, if you could give Carrick like $1 million, maybe with a little bit of interest, he'd probably be pretty pleased and maybe let the whole thing go. But you know, who's got that kind of money lying around, am I right? And he knocks back his glass.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I
then
could
the
probably
problem
raise it
is
tomorrow.
that you got to give him $1 million or $1 million. Fine.
The guy robbed me already. I'm not giving him another $1 million.
Yeah.
You guys is
We
talking
give
like
him
you
$1
got $1
million.
million lying around.
We give him $1 million with a bomb in it. Or like
Now
maybe
that
quarter
I
million
could be
and
into.
a bomb in it.
That's
I'm
an
definitely not paying him if we're just going to kill him.
that's an expensive bomb.
Only quarter million. We're getting a top layer. How much would a top layer be? And then paper to fill up the rest of the bag, and then a bomb.
This goes berserk. Berserk, I see.
Yeah, she's been a great addition to our crew.
Alicia? Maybe I called her Alicia?
It's Lisa now.
Well, she fills your drinks back up.
Also, can I have a guitar?
We don't got one in the bar, I don't think.
We could probably order one. Or pick one up.
Awesome.
Aye, there's music shop a couple of blocks away. You could have probably just taken one from the music department.
They would have never known.
Pretty much. You know, they had rooms full of just guitars on stands.
Shit, then I'll take one.
Little thief. Thief!
I'll pay him back.
I'm sure you will. about a quick break? 5 minutes or so.
Sounds good.
Alright, we'll
Sure.
be right back in about 5 minutes. We're back, love you ever off. Croy, so you've got some illegal bullets, you've got some legal bullets, you've got $3 million in research
Theoretical
materials.
$3 million.
Yeah, it's still not arrived yet, but they have verified it and they say they have initiated the transaction. So you're probably all just refreshing the ship's funds right now.
I have it on an auto refresh in my HUD,
Cool.
so it'll tell me when the count changes.
You've got your
Gina's
HUD
already
set.
booking. Go ahead.
Silver's got a HUD set up so it shows the ship's bank account at all times.
At least for right now.
Yeah, you don't want that all the time in case, you leave your sunglasses somewhere and someone puts them on and they're just like, holy shit!
But
Oh,
as we're pouring drinks and everything like that, Silver is gonna actually look at him. I can't remember his name, Rado,
Yeah.
and go, "So, are you two like a thing, or did you just fuck or something?"
Me and Gina.
Language? Wow.
Uh,
But she does ask a question that might be pertinent.
we had some good times, aye. Me and Gina.
I mean, it seems like we had something, but obviously, I mean, you didn't come with us.
No, you made quite clear, Gina, when you left that it was over. And you said even if you ever did come back, that it was over. And I'd rather really not talk about it, honestly, given that you've forgotten the whole thing. I think it might be in my favour if it stays that way. That sounds god awful, but it's the damn truth. And he downs another shot.
It seems fair.
It's like a blank slate, if you would. Like, I mean, it's a goddamn blessing with Alexei here. He's forgot all the damn idiot shit I ever did with him growing up.
True, you can pull it all on him all again.
Aye, oh, you've forgotten the best ones, brother. Shite. That's amazing.
Yeah, but now I don't feel it. But now, if you pull that shit, I might be like to shoot you.
Your own brother?
Well, if I've forgotten everything else, I've forgotten that too.
He looks sad, again. That same sadness that a lot of people have been looking at you with. All here. It's like this, oh, I'm sorry about your amnesia.
Now, if you keep looking at me with that sad-ass fucking look, I'm gonna fucking smack it the fuck off your goddamn face.
Hey,
See,
mate.
and you're wondering where I got my language from.
No, aye, that makes sense. So when you heading off, or are you sticking around?
Well, I got a job to do, so gonna be gone for a couple of days, I think.
Alright. Don't just
Whatever
fuck
the
off next time, yeah? Say
No.
bye when you're leaving.
I kind of like it here.
Good lad. It's a great place. You were planning on sticking around longer, before you fucked it up last time. Also, yeah,
Sadly, it's
good to see you again, Teamer, by the way.
I suppose.
Or is it Yun? I forget which one you're using at the minute.
Timo.
He nods. Still paranoid as all hell, even though you've forgotten most things.
Apparently.
He shrugs.
He's been strumming away at the guitar at the bar the entire time.
Loud engine sounds go past outside the bar. You probably all shit your pants briefly and turn around to make sure you're not about to get drive-by'd.
There are glances.
But you don't,
Yeah.
you don't get drive-by'd. They idle for a second and then carry on. And you all, like, sigh at the same time. Except for Tima, probably. It's just like, why is everyone so on edge?
I mean, the shot out windows are probably a clue.
Well, I got some gear to get to the cult. No,
Eh?
I got some gear that I've got to get transported before we can head out to Keese's too. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go grab a couple things and talk to my client.
Right you are.
Sounds good. When should we meet up?
I'll let you know when I'm back on the way to the shuttle. And then I'll drag Way with me.
Makes sense.
Come on, time to earn your keep.
Yep, you'll get back there. He's got you. It's not that much, actually. It's only about 2 tons of gear.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Load.
in plain wooden crates. The wood on this planet is mostly. It's got like a weird blue-green tinge to it because of the trees that grow on this planet that are bluey green.
Bluey green. Okay.
Bluey green.
There's not like some sort of customs to get it out of here, right? Like we can just take it to the shuttle and load it.
Pretty much, yeah. Mhm.
Like they don't care what's leaving.
Yeah, if you're not filing a flight plan to space, they don't care.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Go load it up.
And he will show you the location on a map. He says they ain't shown, but there's a lake. I mean, the lake's shown obviously. They got a dock on the lake over here at the west side. Let's get the map up.
Okay.
So it's a couple of 1,000 kilometers, 3,000 kilometers southwest-ish. Not quite, because of the map.
That's a super quick flight.
Yeah, it won't take you long. It'll take you longer to warm the engines up than it will to actually fly over there.
Great. Yeah. So we'll get everything collected and start heading back and radio the rest. Like, hey, heading off to the shuttle now.
Yep, you can even fit it all on that truck thing.
Last chance, guys. Couple days on the beach.
I'm coming.
She was tempting the bar owners as well.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it, let's go. What'd you say, Alicia? And she's just like, yes! And she, like, immediately slams a suitcase that she had ready packed on the bar.
Nice.
And he says, alright, give me, like, 30 minutes to get locked up. I assume you packed me one too. And she's just nodding behind the bar, like, squealing. And
I feel like if there wasn't another offer, she was gonna smuggle herself aboard.
Probably.
Maybe.
Cargo handling, please. Everoth.
Second. I just can't find it, sorry.
You might have it as freight handling.
Freight cargo, I found it. Bite it.
Success. Nice. You don't fuck up. This might maybe the first time you've ever not fucked up your job. So you get the shuttle all loaded, and you file in a flight plan to Kisis with potential sightseeing trip west to this lake. Correct?
I
Yep.
believe so.
The darkness has moved. That's probably
Well,
not
we
quite right.
attack it. We attack the darkness.
No, you don't, bitch. Yeah,
I love my beats.
I'd have to do things I can't be bothered to do right now. So let's just not look at that
Yeah.
map. But I've not got many other maps ready. Urgh. What a nuisance.
Wah, wah.
Gina does not notice we're not flying directly there.
Not got the compass app open on your smartphone.
Nope.
I do,
Yes.
but I'm not saying
Or
shit.
or she does, but doesn't realize that we're heading west. Navigating's hard, okay?
Luke, can I give
Yes.
you a general IQ or something for who might be purchasing this stuff out in the boonies?
At this point, I mean,
Like, I don't want to metagame, but I think at this point Liv would put 2 and 2 together.
yeah, I feel like all of you could have put 2 and 2 together immediately with an IQ check. And, like, Tima's seen on the map where these people are also. So if Tima sees on the map when Alexei taps in his navigation points, they'll be like, oh, that's the cult base. So yeah, feel free to.
I
Are
did
you
it.
sure you want to deliver there?
Well, it seems like it could be a good inn at the very least. I mean, if these guys are
All
cult,
right. No, they.
Maybe
They are.
Teamer should do it? Do the drop off?
What's the weather like?
I think they know all of us.
Not him in his decked out armor and hood.
Weather's a bit overcast, but not rainy or overly windy or anything like that.
I think people have actually heard of his armor. It's kind of distinctive.
Distinctive in that it resembles a giant corporation's armor.
Mm-hmm.
It is a giant corporation's armor.
Mm-hmm.
True. There's deniability.
Corporation.
I don't think it
Go on.
should just not be one of you two. Maybe. I don't know. Just a thought.
We've not really gone over this planet's own language, have we? Oh, the cultists don't even use that language either.
I thought, wasn't it Russian? Or was that the last one?
But that was the last planet.
Last planet, kind of Russian. I think this planet just speaks Galactic Common, but there's just a mess of accents everywhere. That's weird. How do
To
you
that
get there?
point where it could have be its own freaking language.
Almost, but not quite. But the cultists seem to speak something else as their own language. You can see the base. You get close real fast. Like I said, give me a piloting check, please, if you didn't already.
Oh. Sorry. Give me a second. I was getting some water.
No worries.
Are
In the
back.
meantime, unless their brain link told them about the time I gooed that guy, hey, you and I could come out and drop off the stuff.
You gooed a guy
Yeah, at the bar.
at the bar. You did. What were the goo?
The sticky rounds.
The sticky rounds, right? You
Tangled.
gooed a guy. You tangled a guy. It's goo. You gooed a guy. Good.
We just bought high-end weapons. My first thought was turn the guy to goo.
Yeah, I also was like, did you turn the
Oh,
guy to
okay.
goo? I don't remember that.
No, they Gouda guy. See Discord.
The good guy. Is it some kind of cheese?
Nice.
Yep. You start getting a like directed beam transmission as you see that place on the horizon. It looks like some kind of factory. You know, there's smokestacks, them big old chimneys. Like it's probably running on a biomass reactor, you think, because there's smoke coming out of them right now as well.
Is the cult language a known language, or is it like a secret thing?
Uh,
So if it's
You-
known, I figure
you
Gina
don't
might
know.
download the language stuff.
We're
So
all
that-
speaking fucking Klingon.
You don't know what the language is.
Okay.
So it might be known, it might not be. And
But
they
like
do.
the Wikipedia page on the cult doesn't specify it.
Oh, the Wikipedia page on the cult. Give me a research check. You've been here long enough. Have you already tried researching them?
No.
Not the cult directly, I don't think. Or
Okay.
Gina hasn't.
You've had time.
Yep, she absolutely finds the language.
Yeah, you've found the cult language.
She downloads it
Cool.
and lets people know.
So, yeah, the cult voice comes in, and the translation like filters a bunch, and then probably says like, you know, cloudy stem? Question mark.
On radio. Hi, we're here with a drop off. Galactic Common.
In Galactic Common, you get a response that's like, okay, good, we hear drop off come. Why you? Never mind. Land outside, on dock, we take.
Yeah, can I?
No phony business. We got guns.
Can Alexi do a flyover in such a way that we get like a decent view?
Yep.
Of the compound and like what's kind of how many potentially?
Yep. People roll me electronics operations sensors, and people roll me vision. Looks like.
Very consistent vision rolls.
Okay, so people that are spotting stuff, the sensors is kind of more important as well. So Tima and Alexi, you do pick up they have got some kind of anti-aircraft weaponry, TL8 artillery-like stuff. There's someone manning it right now. It is kind of tracking your ship very vaguely. They've not got any radar tracking stuff, or you'd have detected that locking onto you. So this is someone tracking you by eye. Aside from this big factory complex, everyone's played Half-Life 2. You know the kind of shit, like that dam. When you get there after driving through the sewers on your airboat. It's that kind of shit. But there's also a kind of cult tent city in a compound area on the other side of it. You can see the dock that they're talking about, just concrete jutting out into the lake. And there's a group of maybe 6 people stood out on there. Look like they're carrying small arms. And there's lots of people out farming in like makeshift fields out behind the compound. And most of them seem to be wearing those red robes. There's also a lot of people wearing like, dirty tan robes.
Well, let's get this over with as soon as possible.
So
and
yeah,
not get shot.
you make your flyover, you make your landing, and you taxi over to the dock. Those 6 guys, it turns out to be 7, but 6 of them stood in formation while one of them steps forward. They've all got the masks on, these ones on the dock. We have some pictures. I don't think Jared's seen them properly yet.
Oh, I found them in the thing earlier.
Ah.
Spiffy.
Aye, you're alongside the dock. You can open your ship's butthole whenever you please.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just heading down, helmet up, handing them a container.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's about the gist of it.
Well, the container is a couple of big crates that weigh 700 pounds each.
So you and Hui should move them.
Yeah, Hui can just use the loader to put them on the dock.
And you're there as a guard. I'm obviously just a pilot, so I'm not getting out of the pilot seat. But doing that thing where you're like, you know, covering your face the whole time.
Just in the cockpit, open they don't look in deep.
Yeah.
All hailings, blessings from the hive. This is a great gift, thank you.
Are they saying that over radio or in person now?
In person now. The door's open, you've walked down. It's the leadery one at the front of the pack.
A pleasure to be of service.
Very good. You maybe move this out for us. Yes? Where do you go next? This thing go to space? Gestures at the ship.
Alright now. Oh, I'm not out there, never mind.
At times.
We want this to go to Canaan. You hear of it? Big star system. They gesture at it's like a drum, but taller. It's like 2 oil drums stacked on top of each other. Pretty solid metal looking, but it does seem to be hinged such that it'd slide open. Like a tubular coffin.
Does it remind me of anything?
Yeah. Where you woke up. But different. You move this to Canaan? We'd be grateful. We pay you many credits now, also when you get there.
We can certainly discuss such an arrangement.
You come inside, share the hive food, maybe join the hive. You look like you have much to share. The hive has all knowledge to share.
Of course, however, we do have business elsewhere at the moment.
Disappointing. Looks over your shoulder. Is nice shuttle. No reason we don't just take, huh? He laughs. It's hard to tell how serious he's being.
Meep, meep. Come on, let's go.
You think hard. We pay you... How you like 1 million to take this to Canaan? Another 10 million when it get there. Safe.
a fine offer, and we will certainly consider it.
We see you soon. Hive thank for gift. He pats the box. Very good. Very nice. Fly
Take
safe.
care.
Bye bye. He waves at you. The ones with the guns wave similar to him. They do all seem to stand in the same sort of manner. Walk around pretty in step. It is a bit creepy. They might be a hive mind.
Timur will hit the button to close the door behind him as soon as he can.
He was like, wait. Has to like step up onto the rail as it's coming up.
Just to look over the edge.
Oh, I was thinking
Alright,
like
that was
getting back
creepy.
on
Let's
the
get out of
ship.
here.
Yes, let's go.
They're still waving as you taxi away.
I don't suppose we want to trust that we could get 11 million out of them.
Well, I mean, I'd say you get the 1 million out of them and let whoever's in that poor box go.
I'm not entirely opposed to that idea. But
I guess there's a little
Not
bit of a
right
message.
now.
Do we want to steer the hive?
I mean, they're already pissed off at us anyway.
like now?
Not right now. Let's go to the resort.
Oh yeah.
Miami
Sounds
Vice
good.
theme starts playing.
Yeah! No, wait, that's another one.
Miami Vice.
Bow. Yeah. Because that's what this place reminds you of. Out of character. Is Miami Beach as you come into it.
Okay.
White sands, golden blue waves lapping up against it. You see surfers and all these bright pastel multicoloured like 5 to 6 story hotels across the beachfront. Lots of
Okay.
big neon signs that aren't lit up because it's pretty much the middle of the day in Kesis right now. But yeah, air
Alright.
traffic will guide you into the docking area. I've not got a map of this island yet, which is a shame because I should make one.
Oh, it's fine. We can imagination that.
Just zoom in
Yeah.
right hard. Zoom in right hard.
Nice.
I should just go to Google Maps and go to like Lanzarote or something like that. Although this island is actually way bigger than Lanzarote. It's like as big as the UK. So yeah.
In my bag, is there swimwear?
Yeah, it's swimwear.
I mean, we're going to buy new swimwear also, though. It'll be fine.
And yeah,
I mean,
it is warmer here
I
than
don't
it
have-
was in Decimu. Or actually, no, it's probably
Not
actually a
by
bit
lot.
chillier. It were a bit warmer in Decimu, but it were almost uncomfortably warm there, so it's nice here.
got some of that sea breeze coming in.
Mm-hmm. There's an enchanting rhythmic beat of music everywhere you go. And right, you're shipping off some illegal goods.
Yeah, we are.
So when do you need to deliver those by?
As soon as possible. Be nice to get paid. I'm sure there's some numbers to call when we get close.
There
All
are
right, but-
indeed.
We are going to hit the clubs afterwards, right?
Well, that's why we get paid first.
All
I
right.
think you have to do your thing so we can get a hotel.
Oh, I already booked one.
Oh,
Nice.
awesome.
Give me a streetwise check, person who's making the rolls, or making the calls.
That's not me. Although I
Cool.
should probably pick that up at some point with all the wheelings and dealings I've been a part of.
They'll give you some coordinates, like that are on the opposite side of the island to the docks, just a bit out at sea, and say they'll meet you there with a boat.
Okay. Yeah. We land there.
Cool. Probably won't just use your spaceship as a boat and sail it around to the other side of the island.
Yeah, probably. Less
Uh,
conspicuous that way.
there's no one really around that you can see. It's cliffs at the island side here for now, so there's no beaches with people watching. And yeah, a boat's pulled up. A couple of guys with automatic rifles stood on it, looking up at you. And they're like, "Hey, got our stuff?
We do indeed.
Very
You
good.
got our money?
Aye, aye." Waves his little dongle. He's like, "Got your cred stick right here, pal."
Great. Let's do this.
Let's check the goods first, aye. And he'll get his crowbar out, pry open your crate. What's in there?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Drugs. Drugs. It's actually just a bunch of cans of coffee. He like pulls one out, and you see, Nescafe Space, a super ultra caffeinated beverage. Pulls lid off, shakes out the grounds into the water, and then like peels off a false bottom to reveal a big brick of something wrapped in plastic. He says, "Ah, very good. Very, very good." And he passes you the cred stick.
Toss it over to our little accountant and check it's good.
I'll scan it and
Type
need
the little
anything for the-
buttons on
yeah.
your printer calculator with a roll on it. Adjust your glasses with the cards in your cap. And yeah, a solid, like, 500,000, 500k.
Awesome. Then that
Cool.
goes. It gets deposited straight to the account.
Boop, 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 boop. That'll be a suspicious one.
Not really. We're using a lot of, like we're shipping company.
Yeah, we deal with millions.
Yep, indeed. Dealing
Like,
bulk
it
cargo,
was-
pal.
Yeah, it was bulk, and it's gonna get put down as bulk coffee order.
Yeah, I mean, now that you know what's in the box, you can actually say it was coffee.
Either way, good job, guys. Let's go launder it.
Want one for the road? He offers you one of the cans of coffee.
Up.
It's good stuff. Half a
I'll take
kilo.
I'll take a can if he's offering.
The coffee is a bit strong for young'uns, and the other stuff's even stronger, so you go slow there, young girl.
No, we give it to her. Because she keeps the rest of us in check.
Oh, got it. She's your stash house. Aye. That's not a bad plan. Hey, we got anyone we can get like that? Aye. And they're sailing away, and they wave at you, and they're like, "Hey, good lads." Already doing lines off the Bowie knives.
Party music begins.
Yeah, you hear the rave music start on the boat. It starts blasting lasers off everywhere. The smoke machine starts up. That was just a personal purchase. These guys didn't strike you as dealers. It's just a couple of party boys out fishing.
You know what I'm actually gonna do? I can't remember his name right now, but the brother,
Radoslav.
Radislav. If I'm gonna toss him the drugs and be like, to fix your bar.
He knows what to do with them drugs. He'll flip them. He'll flip them real fast. So that's done. You can get yourself to a proper dock.
Yeah.
And you can get down to some good old-fashioned partying.
I believe we can. The work is done.
We're not quite done. So we just made a lot of money,
Yeah, you did.
and we're at a place with a casino.
Can make even more.
I'm interested in how we split up our profits, so I can go and multiply it.
Well,
Likewise, if people want to
Invest
just give
in
me
Gina.
access to the ship account,
you get cross-armed from Silver.
I almost never lose.
Gina rubbing a
Right.
lucky rabbit's foot as she says that, just like
I'm- Alexi, I'm failing that on purpose. Fuck it. Alexi's like, no, you want to make our money turn into more money. You make it more money.
Exactly.
I mean, sure, the
Sweet.
$500,000, but that $3 million was my wheelings and dealings. We're not spending that.
Wait, so I think this is a conversation we need to have then. Are you claiming that that $3 million is yours?
No, I'm claiming that I don't want to risk it. It's the ships.
So how are we splitting it?
Everybody is currently staring at Silver.
Well, I nominate that the $3 million hasn't happened yet. Let's leave at least $2 million in the bank account, in the account for ship operations, and the other $1.5 million.
It happens right there. You blink, and yeah, the account's got extra zeros at the end.
Actually, it wouldn't. Oh yeah, it would be 1 extra 0 at this point.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, 1 extra 0 and a 3 at the beginning.
That's pretty.
Okay. 2 million of this is just ship operations. The other $1.5 million we can split. Sound good?
I'm sorry, but you're not even a part of the charter.
No one gonna back up Gina as she talks
I
down.
mean, I don't want to be a dick about this, but
I think we meet somewhere halfway. We take $1 million and we put it in the ship charter, and we make $2.5 million turn into, I don't know, what can you turn $2.5 million into? A damn good night, that's for sure.
I'm happy with the crew figuring out what we want to do, but I also want to figure out what the crew is. Because I don't want a 10-year-old claiming $1 million from us.
13-year-old.
Perhaps before any of that happens, we should have that discussion then.
That's
Figure
what
out
I'm
what
suggesting.
it means to
Yeah.
be a crew.
Would we have an idea if what Silver is saying is more rational or more financially viable than just spending it or gambling?
Well, it's probably a good idea to not gamble all the money, but also it is a good question. Like, this is just a girl who woke up in a box, and how much of a share of the money that you've made should she get?
Well, remember that Hui considers her the tiny boss. So she should make a share, in his opinion.
Yeah,
The
but
what?
you work for
share.
us.
Like I'm happy to say everyone that participated in that whole affair gets a share in that operation. I'm also very open to letting people buy into the deal.
I forgot that Rado's here. Oh, well,
I
I think I participated a little bit in this deal, wouldn't you see? Me
I
and
roll.
Alicia. I roll. He's like, I'm just joking.
And you were paid for your bar with that can of drugs.
Oh, Oh, the drugs! I'm here! I'm right here! You can just throw that to me now. Hey, I'll flip it! Aita.
Just
Thanks.
did.
Yeah, you just did. Yeah, little girl. It's good stuff. It's good stuff, he says.
No, you should put that away before you can't flip anymore. But
I.
I think
Well, I've just done some numbers, and if you divided it 6 ways, you'd each get, what, there's that, 416,000? Jesus Christ, you're rich, brother.
eh. Well,
Don't even
look,
cover the ship for a month.
I think she was right. I think we put some money into.
That's, if you put 1 million into the ship's coffers, then you'd each get 416,000.
And then I think we do an
Seeing
even
as
split.
my brother has disappeared off the face of the earth, I am claiming his position.
Oh,
on
yeah.
The,
That doesn't include Rudy, so that's Rudy and Silver together.
and as I am in charge of the finances of our family name, therefore I have access to our funds and have a say in this ship's operation.
Okay, but you have to split everything with Rudy.
Sure, when I see him.
I don't give a shit how you divide up that share, but you and Rudy count as one share.
We're also not giving you access to his accounts, but I'm happy to let. Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable claim to me.
Cool.
Great. So divide it 5 ways.
It's shit ton of money.
Gina, Alexi absolutely hands you like almost everything back. He takes like a small, a $1,000 just to have a good night while you're off turning it into more money.
Or losing it entirely.
Or losing it entirely. That's a risk.
Here it is. So which hotel did you book them into, Gina?
The one with the best high roller room.
Best high roller room. Okay, it is ancient Egyptian theme, obviously.
Sweet.
The planet, all its names pretty much are ancient Egyptian or ancient Greek for the cities, and it is a huge, huge pyramid. You saw it when you were landing, and you'd be on the top 20 floors somewhere. You got a huge open balcony looking out over one of the busiest beaches. Massive room service menu. This place has actually got... It's slightly higher tech than Decimu were. It's like visiting Japan when you've been in...
Detroit.
Detroit, yeah, there we go. I've been watching Shameless USA. It's really good. It's really good.
Then you've seen the Detroit I'm talking about.
Yeah, I have. It's a nice place. It reminds me of where I'm from. Where we had a mine. And that's a whole different nonsense.
So out of character, Gina's going to go on a high roller adventure that lasts as long as the other characters allow her to do so. So I think the ball's in their court more than mine.
42 years later. Ugh.
I don't know. Like $500,000 in high rollers is you could waste that in a weekend.
Oh yeah, no, like she's going to resolve whatever happens today.
Stuff to get up to on this island. Aside from watching the news, I suppose.
Oh, hey. Like on the island, I assume that there is like kind of like a bohemian center, like kind of like a strip, like a port kind of.
Okay, yeah, I know
Not-
what you mean. Where like the the less tourist and rich, although it's still probably pretty touristy. But like, yeah,
But like,
where the bucket drummers are. What is an F? Oh, some fudge dice. Why are you rolling fudge dice?
Like the artist neighborhoods.
Because I was looking at some of the things on here and I hit the wrong thing.
Fair enough.
Or hit a thing that I didn't want to hit at all.
Yeah, because we know
But yeah,
James
like
loves. Carry on.
like the artist community, exactly what Lee said.
Yeah, artists community. Give me a search, like +2.
Search. Okay. Would not area knowledge with a minus?
I'd also take area knowledge, but it'd be a pretty big penalty.
I don't think I actually have search.
I'll take
Nope.
just a perception. Probably a -2.
I didn't do the -2 in there, but yeah.
Good enough.
I
It takes you a little while, but you find kind of where you're looking for, you think. It's artisty. There's...
Yeah. And once there, I want to keep an eye out for the most hipstery of rich people I can spot.
Got ya. Observation?
Have this, I believe. Yes, I do.
Looking around, it does seem like it's mostly poorer people in this area, but then you spot a few groups of rich folks and one couple in particular that fit what you're after perfectly. They're like just looking at what's on offer here and like, hey, it is rather nice. Yes, quite like this.
Not as posh, hopefully more. I was looking for like the hipstery, like, oh, look at the spray art, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, I've got you.
Yeah.
I just did a bad accent for him.
Okay. I will. I assume that takes a while.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be. It takes you like an hour or so to find the beach, even that is the main center for this. The public transit on this island is great. You like buy a little Metro card thing, and you can link it to your bank account, and then you just scan it when you get on and off any train or bus.
And then the last step of my plan is I'm not gonna follow them per se, but I will be at the same spots as them and make little comments to be like, high society. I want to get in with this crowd on this island.
Have you got like either some kind of art appreciation or just an artist skill or a savoir-faire?
High society?
Yeah. If you've got multiple savoir-faires or if you've got...
All I got is high society.
Oh no, connoisseur. Connoisseur is also what I'm thinking of.
Connoisseur. Okay,
Connoisseur visual arts.
I got that. Savoir-faire is better, but whatever. On the nose.
Mm-hmm. They nod. You said you were spending time doing this as well, and they're like...
Again, we just keep crossing paths, and I'll say something interesting.
Yeah. At first, they're like, weird, who's this random little girl? And then a couple of times, when it happens again, they're like, hey, you're pretty smart little kid.
Oh, yeah, I know the art scene fairly well.
Like, cool. You know what's the hottest stuff on this island right now? Like, we're just visiting. We both work
I'm actually just visiting. Oh, you both work on what?
We both work in Kulsa.
Oh, yeah, I'm just visiting too. I'm from off-world.
Oh, awesome. Cool. We've never been off planet. We want to totally bad. Like, where have you been?
I will list the locations so far.
They're just
like short list.
Like, rad. That's pretty awesome. Never heard of Dutera? Sounds cool. Sounds like like cabin place, like
Up and coming. If
backwards.
you have some spare cash to spend, they have a developing area with a ton of art on the DL that you could probably get on the
Cool.
cheap. Ancient
Cool.
Earth stuff.
No way. Awesome. Awesome tip, little girl.
But yeah, I'm basically after that, I'm trying to get an in, so we don't have to roleplay all of it.
You
But-
make some friends, yeah. It's Charith and Priscina.
Gareth and Priscina. Okay, and I assume that takes like 3 or 4 hours, so that's my afternoon. But
Afternoon done. We already know Gina's like gambling in the high rollers level of this pyramid casino. What about Tima? What's your plan on the island?
Well, the planet seems warm, and you know what? He realizes he's never really interacted with water much. He's gonna head down to a beach. Why not?
Cool. What's Tima's swimwear like?
Whatever they have here.
No swimwear on in the wardrobe that you find, so you just buy something here. What's his taste like? They've got the speedos, they've got the thong, they've got the shorts, they've got the surfer shorts, they've got the leotard, they've got the diving suit, full wetsuit. Did you buy a full wetsuit? You
Probably something vaguely similar to that, yeah.
see, as you're heading down to the beach, you see like a diving
Or
to
this. Check Discord.
checking Discord.
Oh.
Nice. It's very nice. That's a hint for people without Discord access. Yeah. Do you know how to swim?
No.
Cool. Give me a HT at a +3. You manage it, but you're pretty confident that you're not very good at this.
It's been a while seeing what it's like, though.
Yeah. You're definitely it's nice to be in water. You enjoy it somewhat. It's like being in space, but more controllable.
Better.
Probably. Anyone gone to the beach with Tima? Not Alexi. I saw Alexi shaking his head in space there.
Gina probably visits the beach from time to time, but doesn't spend a whole lot of time there.
This casino's probably got private beach access. Like you can walk out the bar of this casino and you're on a beach.
I mean, if you're going to take a break and get some air, you might as well go out on a beach and relax.
Yep. Hui, what about you? You muted on Discord.
Thank you. Since it is a really beachy place and it looks like he's not going to have a chance like this ever, he wants to go swimming.
Cool. Have you got swimming?
Yes, he loves swimming and he is happy to be able to swim again after being so much time in space. Whoop.
You good at it?
oh, you forgot a skill on me there, Luke. You didn't get me swimming.
Shit, that's my bad. Yeah, you probably should have had swimming.
You don't know how to swim? Or do you show up and like at the beach and...
Oh. No, I was just
Yeah,
reading on
she's...
my skills. I don't actually show up there. I am wheeling and dealing right now.
Yeah, she's a couple of kilometers away.
Because if you were there, he would be like trying to teach you how to swim if you would be up for it.
Tima needs teaching.
Timo needs teaching. He will wave at him from the water and see if he...
He's already paddling around in there. You can see that he's not doing great.
Then Hui will try to go right next to him and try to like motion very clearly what is he supposed to do, and try to like coach him and just
Do you have
help him swim.
do you have teaching?
Let me see if I have teaching.
I
Drawing,
manage on my own.
drawing, typing. Nope, not teaching.
Roll me IQ -6, I think it is, please.
Ooh. Could you justify -5 if we take our spending time just swimming and trying to do that?
He doesn't seem to want your help much, so it's probably
Oh,
not.
he doesn't. Okay. Well, here he goes with -6 to see if I just crit for some reason. No crit.
No crit, no. You know, if someone already knew how to swim, then what you're saying would make sense more probably.
Okay.
But also because he's just not really interested and kind of just wants to bob around in the water. So you just swim off, laps
Yeah.
around him.
Gotta
Yeah,
take advantage of this gravity.
Alexi has found some dive. No, not some dive. Some really loud, like, techno hall just blaring.
Yeah, there's a club level to the casino that never stops clubbing.
Yeah, Alexi is, like, full clubbing.
How many hours in 4 days? 96? Yeah. They'll be like, I don't even know how long a year is here. I think a year's only 4 days as well. You rotate this planet at the same time it rotates. This planet rotates the sun at the same speed it rotates.
Does it really?
Yeah, tidally locked because it's a red dwarf, so you're pretty close. The sky is actually fairly red most of the time, I think.
Oh, okay.
But only like around the sun, and if it's cloudy, it gets quite red. Rest of the time, it is a blue sky with just a big red sun.
Probably has something to do with the weird colored wood.
Yeah, that's why it's blue-green color. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Most of the vegetation is kind of slightly off, still greeny, but bluey-greeny and like really pale white green sometimes. There's like weird almost palm trees, but they're shorter. They're only about like 5 feet high, and they've got these big spread out blue leaves, white trunks. You see some pretty cute little pink crabs scuttling up and down the beach though. And then they cut your shooting fingers off when you get near.
Data chat.
Car.
Anyhow,
Anyhow, they don't cut your fingers off. They're not them kind of crabs. You don't need to start going through doors.
I think we have a relaxing vacation.
Yeah, it's essentially it's vacation time. Alexi, what are you up to? Oh right, you're on the club level, just drinking and dancing.
yeah. Probably with his brother.
Oh yeah, Ratto's here.
Yeah.
Christ. Hey, this place is pumping. Oh, I forgot I was here. And then he's like, hustling a little bit, and he's like, "Hey pal, you wanna buy an eight ball for you there?" And you see him making deals and making some credits.
We might have a race for who gets us kicked out first.
When he's doing that, can I be keeping an eye out to make sure he's not getting us in trouble?
You absolutely can. I'd take a streetwise or an observation. Yeah.
That roll? Yeah.
Yeah. He seems like he knows what he's doing, but he's not paying great attention, so you think it's a good idea for you to watch his back a little bit. Especially seeing as he's bumped in with you guys and it'd probably get you kicked out as well.
Yep. Keep an eye on him.
Gina, You could stake it all first night, all in on the poker table, with the.
I mean, not on one hand, but like over the course of the night, she definitely uses her double or nothing mechanics.
To go up to the 800,000.
Is anybody else putting their money in? She definitely asks everybody, gives them opportunity.
Not I. Silver's salty with you at the moment.
How much do we each want from that?
You've each
Or-
got 416,000, I think it were. Yeah,
How much does
416,000.
that actually reach this way?
If that's how much you want to divide it equally 6 ways, then it'd all go into your personal banking access.
And we also might want to revisit that what constitutes crew conversation, because we might like set a buy-in for like a share.
Uh-huh.
If that's a conversation people are interested in having.
But that's true. I think Quay were also technically in debt to the ship, weren't he? Although I don't think you've got any mechanics for that. Like in your sheet, have you?
He was working for the ship trying to buy a part of it like the rest of the crew. Since he didn't have the money to buy the part outright.
Mm-hmm.
I for one, would be open to selling him a share. I don't know what the shares cost.
No, and he's not got any particular disadvantage or anything. So let's just ignore that for now. Let's say this won't cover it, but you could put all of it in now if you wanted. Let's say you're like $1 million off, Hui.
Okay.
If nobody else is interested in the conversation, though, I don't feel the need to have it with myself.
It seems like no one else is keying you any of the cash, Gina.
Fair enough.
Alexi did. You're counting Alexi did, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you've got like 830k to deal with. That is a lot of cash.
I mean, heavily rounding things down for sake of sanity, but yeah.
Screw it up.
Ultra high roller adventure.
It took luck, but whew. So mechanically, she does employ sleight of hand, so she is cheating. She succeeds by 20. The house succeeds by 21 initially. Then she uses luck to roll 2 more times, and actually ties. We break even. I'm sorry, she doesn't win. She's even.
Great.
Wow.
So you don't
But
actually
they'd
make any
probably
money.
kick her off the table. Or
Well, she
they'd
doesn't
probably
get
start
caught, but
comping.
it's over the course of like the period.
Yeah, but they probably
Success-
start comping to get you out of there before you start actually gaining stuff.
Yeah, success by 6, you say.
For the sleight of hand, yes.
Yeah. They do a pretty good roll on it, but they can't be convinced. And like pretty much I'm gonna be kid generous and say you make like 10,000 still. More than enough to cover a couple of weeks in the room that you're in already. And they have been giving you free stuff already. But they just say, we're going to have to ask you to leave this table, please, Miss Weimer. We think we'd be happy to have you back maybe this evening, if you'd prefer. But not at this particular game, I'm afraid.
Oh, sure, of course.
Thank you very much. Please accept our sincere apologies, and of course, we've upgraded your room on the house. So feel free to order anything at all off the room service. We'll comp it. It's on us.
Thank you.
He's gonna regret that.
And Gina is very apologetic to everybody.
There's a few grumblings. People in 10-gallon hats who are like, well, I'll see you at the other tables this evening, I think, miss. And yeah. Cool
But it's
macro.
still a fun time. It's not about winning. It's about having a good time and then winning.
And then getting them to give you free shit.
True.
The drunker
But
they
it's,
get you, the less good at cheating you are.
that is true. Oh, I should get cheat betters drunk or something.
Some kind of perk that reverses the drunkenness modifiers.
Great
Exactly.
perk. That's a fantastic
Take
perk.
Drunken Master, only like
Instead of for a combat skill, it's for sleight of hand.
yeah.
That should potentially be allowable, really. Yeah, why wouldn't it be allowable? Just drunk person's like, whoa, got your wallet. Cool. So darkness will eventually fall. Your rooms have all been upgraded. You're in like a big fancy suite. It's not the penthouse pyramid, but you're like only 2 floors below it. You've got a full corner of the pyramid. We like 6 individual huge rooms. We big 4-poster beds.
Well, Alexi winds up coming back to the room with like 3 guys, right?
I don't know, does he? I mean, it'd be pretty hard not to on the vacation party island of Kesis. And yeah. Let me just have a quick look at something.
While you're having that quick look, Luke. I was gonna say, during my time with these guys, I want to convince them in a very subtle way that I am a new up and coming artist.
Acting?
The question is, does she think she's an up and coming artist?
I was gonna say she's not lying.
Yeah, you're not really lying. It's just that you're not actually known yet. They are.
I mean, this might be more of a fast talk, but it's the same number.
Yeah, you don't even say anything like that you're an artist, and they just spit out. So like, so where are you featured? You must be featured somewhere. Oh, and by the way, Alexi, based on the reaction rolls, there is a guy who is super into you. You probably both decide that maybe this party needs extra company, and you both get a drink thrown in your face and slapped when you proposition the next person. But then another couple overhears that, and they're like, hey, we're coming with you.
Excellent. So yeah, fairly drunk
terrible.
Alexi shows up with like 4 dudes.
Yeah, just
like
as
3 dudes.
Just as the big red sun's slowly setting. The sky is gorgeous. You can see it reflected in the sea. It's a picture book. You've all got your own private balconies, and because of the corner of the hotel that you're on, they all overlook the beach. And it's a pretty good spot for an orgy.
Perfect.
In the
That's
balcony
what we
hot
do.
tub. Yes. Silver. Sorry.
So yeah, they
these
asked where I
guys-
was featured.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say I actually recently, just for fun, did a outside of a bar, in town, or not in town, in
Decimu.
Decimu City.
Like no way. Like where's the bar? We've got to stay over in Decimu before our train back to Kulsa.
I'll point it out, but it's closed for the next couple days, as I'm taking the bartender because he was so nice on a vacation with us.
No way. Like
Yeah, but here's pictures and blah blah, and I'm gonna totally talk it up, and I want to sell these guys a piece of art for an obscene amount of money, is what it comes down to.
sounds good. They love it. They think it's amazing. They're like, "Oh, holy shit. There's some good shit. We're going to visit that place and get pictures with it for sure."
But what do you want for a role to try to convince them to commission Is this a fast talk? Is this a...
I don't even need a roll. They will just
Okay.
say, so like, so do you work in like any smaller mediums?
Oh yeah, I mostly work in spray paint, but I can do like a easily up to a couple meters by a meter or so.
Like, yeah. Like, I mean, we'd totally take something if you're willing. Like,
I'll give fees. See how high I can fleece them on the fees.
give me some kind of check.
Yeah. Finance, fast talk.
Give me a fast talk to just try and keep a straight face as you say this obscene number. And how much you asking for? An obscene number.
I don't know how much would be obscene in this instance. Like, not a million
100,
yet, but like
150k.
yeah, something like that.
And they kind of glance at each other. And then he just says, "Wow, yeah, yes, we'll take it. Here." And
Like,
he holds out his datapad to transfer credits.
I'm like, I'll when he gets that reaction, I'll go, I gave you guys a friend discount. You're pretty cool, and I'll wink at him.
Like, amazing. Great. Hey, do you do NFTs?
I mean, it's hard to do in physical media, but I could use specialized paint.
Cool. Yeah, we love neo Ferengian transient art.
But yeah, seriously, I will. I'll roll ahead of time, but yeah, I just
Yeah. Fleeced these guys for a crap painting by a completely unknown. But it'll still be a really good painting.
But if I keep doing this, then
Yep.
I'm not unknown anymore.
And this will eventually be the most valuable.
Yep.
Because they'll date it as the oldest. Cool. I like it. I like it.
I'm gonna have to buy off my dead broke at this point.
Hmm. I'm not sure how much fanciness or confusion I want to spring on you on this island. How long do you think you'd want to spend here? It's a real nice place to just chill out, it feels like, and you are all flush with cash right now.
I feel like a couple of days seems appropriate.
Like,
We don't want to give the cult too long to fuck up his bar, though.
I'm pretty sure you can all live at high status as if you weren't making rolls at all, frankly. Although no, it's bonuses to the rolls that you've got a minute, which are massive.
Yeah.
You're probably at like a minus. You're probably at like a +5 at least from all these winnings and earnings you've got burning a hole in your bank account. But obviously, every time you use it, you lose it for an amount of time.
Indeed. Well, Gina stays as long as people allow her, but I'm betting people are out of character. That a couple days sounds reasonable. 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think a couple of days sounds reasonable.
I'd even argue that you end up losing time. So it's like the night passes and you all have a great time, and sun comes up and there were a bunch of shit you all wanted to do. Tima, I feel like you go diving. Hui, I don't know, paragliding.
Nah, he's gonna do some exercises in the sand and then run around to continue what he believes to be the right thing to train, or what he feels to be right.
Yeah, no, people gather around to watch Hui do pull-ups. It's like counting like 250, 251, no way.
You want me to roll something for that?
Give me a HT check.
HT check.
Or lifting.
Lifting.
Dean's going crazy.
Oh,
Got
lifting
cat
strength
crazy.
is 12. Okay, so it would be the same as this
Oh,
one.
no. If the skill lifting, if you've got it.
I don't think so.
Oh, no, never mind. But no, yeah, you know, you do a shit ton of pull-ups, bro, and then you go for like a 10-mile run.
Sounds good.
All right,
Roy,
and sorry, I want to do one more thing that's pertinent to the story before we just fast forward.
pertinent to the story.
The VPN thing I asked you last week, that exists. Planetary VPNs, correct?
Yes.
Could I roll computer programming to make a really decent one?
You could potentially. I don't know. I don't know personally how hard it is to make a VPN.
I mean, I just want it pretty sound.
And how you'd make a VPN.
It might be better to skip to what your intention is, so I can give you a roll.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my intention is to create a VPN so I can record a video of me crying and being like, the bounty hunter got me, and then he realized how much I was worth and then sold me to this person out in here. I managed to get a phone and get a signal off. Please send help, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so you just want to do that
And
as
then-
privately as possible.
And then email it to my father, so that way he thinks the bounty hunter that he sent for me succeeded, and then proceeded to fuck him.
You don't even
And then
need a
also
VPN.
send him.
You could essentially go to an internet cafe and then arrange to have this video file sent anonymously to, the Sol system. If it's going to
Okay.
Sol, then it won't even be that expensive to send.
Yeah, and then like just off until I'm at someplace way far off on the other side of the galaxy from like where we are.
You can like fake metadata or try to in that video with
That's what I
computer
wanted
programming.
to do. That's what I wanted to do.
Give me a programming. How long are you willing to take?
I mean, she's probably doing art stuff too. So this is a side project. I was just gonna do it a step at a time.
All right, so just straight up computer programming, please.
Ugh.
Yeah, you've got metadata in there that's different, but it's pretty obviously false.
Okay, I'll keep trying at it. But in the background, when there's like free time, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It'll legit just take a straight up wealth roll to try and send the message when
Okay.
and you'll have all your bonuses from your extra funds.
Okay, cool. That was the plan. 'Cause
Well,
that's me.
yeah,
And screw that guy over some more.
I think maybe aim to call it soonish, 20 minutes, half an hour-ish at most. I'm happy to say several years pass, and of course a year is 96 hours.
Fair.
So
I feel so much
Marks
older.
for me.
I should get the calendar up. And I should get my keyboard on my legs. Scrolly scroll. Scrolly scroll. Don't tell everyone who I'm signed in as. Cut that. So you arrived on Saturday the 6th. Night time. More night time. And then you bought bullets. Took stuff to the cult. Set off to Kesis. And then Kesis holiday. for like maybe 2 weeks, or no, just right.
I don't know.
Nighttime, daytime.
We seem pretty happy with being layabouts for a bit.
Daytime.
Okay, how long does the cat feeder work for?
Okay, that will need adjusting in like a month.
Okay, so then yeah, like 2 weeks. Does that sound good to everyone? A 2-week vacation?
Sure.
It's going to be
Sounds good.
morning on Saturday, the 20th of January. And that is like a week and a half from now. So not quite 2 weeks.
Okay,
Sounds
so another
great.
week.
And yeah, I feel like no, that's the day when you say maybe we should be getting back, and then you're like, how long's
Oh.
cat feeder got? No, another week. So it's day, night, and then yeah, on Wednesday the 24th of January, as the sun rises in Kesis, you head to Decimu City.
Okay. During that time, could we have gone through like some of our sensor data and seen like the numbers and like other stuff that the cult might have had?
You got intelligence analysis.
No.
You've got a bunch of time though, and not that much intelligence. Sorry, I enjoyed that.
Oh, wait,
Traitless.
you said I forgot you wanted me to roll this last time, but you said you wanted after some time to the cult thing.
The cult thing.
To decode the cult data we got from the pad. There was a bunch of cryptographed stuff.
Yeah.
Or So what was on there?
Details about Rado's bar, Alexei, and Gina.
Hey, I have info about you guys.
They're very angry. Apparently, these guys blew up one of their hive nodes.
Okay.
And they're pretty pissed.
Damn it, guys! No more terrorism.
Apparently, Alexei and Gina, according to these, murdered millions of years of memories of the hive.
Yet somehow I don't feel bad about it.
They call it the tree. The Omega tree. Thankfully, we still have the Alpha tree. Aha, there we go. Got any strategies?
Nope.
I'll give you a plus
Okay.
2 for time taken. If you're looking at this like every night and thinking about it.
What is it? So 3d6 minus whatever the target number was?
Huh?
How do you do that formula y'all do? Oh, whatever.
Target number minus 3d6.
Ah, okay.
To produce the degree of success.
Correct.
I'm in a different group that likes to do 3d6 minus the number they have to see how much it messes with me.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Yeah.
Success by 5. Yeah, even at full penalty, you'd make it. These guys are pretty well armed, and this little colony does seem fairly self-sufficient. Sensors didn't pick them up, like, actively, because they turned off and covered in camouflage netting. but on review they have got several shuttles as well. Not very fancy ones. These look like primarily rocket powered. You can't identify from the sensor data if they've fueled up or not. But they can get to orbit at least on this planet. And they're spread out a couple of kilometers away from each other, just off from the base. Big farming operation. There could be a few hundred people in that base. They've got quite a decent comms array as well. So it looks like they can talk to people pretty deep in space from it as well.
Okay.
Probably anywhere in system. It's a pretty big antenna that they've got on there.
Oh, good to know. And are they probably the only one on planet, or
there are allegedly more. Teamer's been shown a map of their locations.
okay?
But you'd reckon this were the biggest one.
Okay.
Based on other research as well.
So we destroy this one and we cripple them.
Probably.
We need a nuke, guys.
No more terrorism.
It's not an act of terror to commit genocide upon a cult.
I think that's the type. I think that's the very definition of it.
No, what they do is terrorism.
Because it's against us?
No,
Yeah, that's
because their acts are in order to
instill horror.
inflict terror, whereas ours are just to, wipe them out.
Inflict terror on the cultists. The cult was right all along. They just wanted to live a peaceful hive mind with guns.
Hey, they came and shot up the bar we were in.
They did. That's my bar. I'm all for you nuking them. That guy's probably got a nuke in that warehouse there. That's where I buy the special ammo for the shotgun.
Well, now we might just have to rob him of that nuke.
Sounds like a plan. Hey. Honestly, I'm interested in hitting that their chop shop that the cult's got. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on some mods, some bio mods. Even if we have to kill the guy who's installing them, they're worth a lot. And the guy with the nuke will buy them. And probably sell them straight back to the cult, silly buggers.
The circle of life.
Yeah, except the cult would probably just kill him and take him.
Maybe. I mean, but then they'd no have their in for the ex-military stuff.
Yeah, that stops return buyers.
Fair enough.
I mean, really, I like the idea of not messing with the contacts, just so that we can still use them.
That's probably a good plan.
Yeah, that is probably a good plan. Alright, well, we should head back to Decimu City.
Do I get any more contacts, Luke, from their friends, giving friends, like, social media? Like, look at this new art piece we just bought on vacation.
Yeah, you'll get followers on your art account, for sure. Quite a few. Hundreds, in fact.
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
Hoity-toity type.
What do those numbers mean?
We don't need to do anything with that right now, but
Well, that's an amazing roll from Gina. That's a 1, and a 2. So Gina critted.
Yeah, Gina did better on her second week.
Looks
So
like Gina makes lots of money.
So she returns Alexi's cash and puts hers on her in her dresser drawer, and will likely lose it in a few days.
How much?
Okay.
She
Bless
doubles.
you.
He doubles it.
Doubles it. Ah!
So I return double what I handed you.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Baller.
That is baller. Like a +8 to your wealth
she
rolls.
definitely says something along the lines of, "Buy that new engine coil you wanted."
A +8, you say?
Yeah, +8. For every 100,000 you've got, I'll give you a +1 to your wealth rolls. 5 times or some shit. I don't know.
I think it has to do with your status level.
If you live in a higher status, then you'll. Oh yeah, in fact, this bonus also can give you just a higher status. I feel like we agreed. It's all very abstract. We shouldn't really delve into it too much.
Agreed.
You're flush.
Yeah.
You are flush.
Currently flush.
So you don't really need to risk it. But, I mean, 11 million is a lot more flush than you are right now.
Yeah, but that's
some shady
a
shit.
bad idea.
That's like
and
real
I
shady shit.
succeeded on my greed roll for that as well. And yeah, that one I'm gonna be like, these guys want me dead as fuck.
I wonder if you could shell them from orbit.
Probably.
They probably wouldn't pay us then.
No, they definitely wouldn't then. But you might be able to shell them from orbit. You've got a gun on the spaceship and on the shuttle. But it's also only like a 16 centimeter cannon.
Have we found the gun yet?
I don't think you have.
Yeah.
Because it's
That's
Although
I think I have. I think you
Would-
said it
would-
when I was
would
rolling
Alexi-
around in the fence. I saw it.
Yeah, you did. You did go in the gun room at one point when you were looking
But I
for
just
the.
assume they know about it.
But no one else has really been in there, I don't think, and it is hidden from inside and out.
Well, but Alexi's been doing like a ton of maintenance on the ship.
You have. You'd have found
You
it.
should roll. You know what you should do? You should roll a hide check for it, and then roll a search check.
His own smuggler versus his own search.
Yeah.
You really. What's your smuggling at? I'll roll a secret smuggling for you.
Oh, it's a 14.
You'd be at a bonus because of the amount of time you've had searching on the ship and just mechanicking. But you've still not found it. No. Cool. So
Alexi,
yeah,
hide gun good.
gun? What gun? No gun. It's pretty sick
Even Silver might not know where the door is.
cannon.
No, I know how to get there from the vents.
Nice. Yeah. Anything else anyone wants to get up to that's, anything on this vacation? 2 weeks? Or are you just vacationing?
I'm pretty sure we just burn through money while we're vacationing.
Yeah.
You know how people get when you get a
Mhm.
big sum of money.
Click, 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 click. Well,
I suppose Is there anything people do in particular to vacation? Like, what kind of things do people enjoy to relax? Kind of curious.
Silver keeps doing what she does and is trying to wheel and deal more. Like, she is on a path of
She's a schemer.
she is scheming. Yeah, like
You'd finish
it is
that
one of those.
that painting like in a week, and could pass it over to him, and then yeah, probably on a few thousand followers that are people on this planet.
Like, yeah, no, well, and her whole deal is to be known as Silver Live, like make a following of her own name.
Got ya.
Like, I could.
You can give
start
me another
buying
computer
reputation.
programming role if you want as well.
Yeah, for background. Any modifiers on this one, or just straight up?
Just straight up again.
Okay. Much better that time.
Yeah, you're pretty pleased with that spoofed metadata.
And then
Are you sending it off as well?
send it through the deep web. Send it through the deep web.
Aye, you'll have to pay for message transport, but that can also be done sneaky style.
Oh, and here's for the video itself.
Yep. I'll let you do another take if you want, if you feel like you could do better.
That one was pretty good, but I'll do 2 takes. That one was a little better.
Yeah. You look at them both for a long time before you decide that the second one is better.
This poor bounty hunter.
Yeah, he's fucked. He's already fucked.
Just doing his job.
Like first, we had Alexi made him crap his pants.
You've not had a ping that is in this system either. And he would have arrived by now if he'd followed you.
I'm still really curious what they think the story is.
The family unit?
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not sure if you're actually being smuggled, if you were being smuggled, or if you were being kidnapped, or if you're escaping, or...
Well, right now, I was just sold to another group on some distant star by the bounty hunter. So that's the story he knows so far.
Or he will in, a few weeks when that message arrives at Sol. Because you are a few weeks away from Sol.
I think so.
Your coordinates are 7, 8.3, and minus 0.1. And Sol is at 0. I'm pretty sure Sol's at 0.
Where are we? Did you
You
ping shift us there?
You are here.
Okay.
And Sol is somewhere over here?
Right here.
There it is. So yeah. And it'd follow the quickest trade route lines likely. Fuck knows. I'm not that interested.
It's awkward to get there from here.
It is a bit awkward to get there from here.
Now I'm interested.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway.
I'll get...
Later date.
Later. It will arrive in the future. And you give me a wealth check at +4.
Oh, I found it. Found the quickest way there.
Nice.
There it is. Anyway, wealth +4.
Yeah, at least +4.
With the +4, I do it. That was a bad roll.
Yeah, that's a really bad roll. Yeah, you could just about manage it. You'd have a few tries at it as well. Because you could try every week or so. Roy, flying back to Decimu? Flying...
What do other people
Yeah.
get up to their vacation? Gina wanted to know.
Oh yeah, vacation times. How do you vacation? Why? Lots of swimming, lots of working out.
Yeah, he works out a lot. He drinks a lot. He has a good time.
Cool. Alexei, is it just like orgy,
I think it's
hangover, party, orgy, repeat?
yeah. That sounds good.
Cool. You lose track of time. You feel like you've been here like hundreds of years, but also only 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You hate to leave. And Rado's like sold and used all his block of drugs pretty much, and he's going home with a
Perfect.
nice wad of cash.
Um.
Alicia's got a tattoo, a tramp stamp,
Yeah.
and he's not happy.
Oh God.
Awesome.
What is that
Feel like
filth
it's-
on your back? Terrible. I fucking hate Rangers. Up the Celtic. Yeah, no, anything in particular you'd want to do? Scuba diving? Snorkeling? Jet ski? Deep sea fishing?
Who are you talking to?
Anyone?
Anyone and everyone.
So Gina just gambles the whole time.
I mean, she doesn't just gamble. She definitely enjoys the beach, although she's not a big swimmer. She does a bunch of shopping, a lot of carousing.
Oh yeah, there's lots of shopping to be done.
Yeah, she definitely isn't the type of person that just sits at one table all day. Like, it's floating around the casino, but also around the whole complex.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo. Well. And are you going back to Decimu, or are you heading to the cult? They've sent several messages to your ship. Since
For
you
the
left.
pickup of that thing.
Yeah. I'll take a electronics operation communications to try and see how exactly they've sent these communications to your ship.
Nah.
No, it's pretty weird that they came in at all because you didn't give them the channels that they've arrived on. It's almost like an official government channel would be. Like they ping in these orders from somewhere that isn't just that base that they left you from. Yeah. Cult Lake. And yeah, essentially, offers still stand. You take box, no question asked. You make 11 million. 1 now, 10 when get there safe.
I think this is a greed check for some people.
Make your greed checks again.
Fair.
Check 'em if you got 'em. Shakes fist. Shakes fist. You
I
can
mean,
pass up.
for what it's worth, I'm in. Either way. I mean,
You can pass up the cult box if you want. Either way, I've forced at least a slight conversation about it because you'd all see this message on the ship's incoming comms.
are we actually going to do that? Gene asks.
I think we need to take care of your guys' outstanding bounty on this planet first.
I think we're still gonna wind up having problems with the cult, but there is one guy that we should deal with.
Carrick. Carrick.
Yeah.
So you do think you want to deal with him somehow?
Yeah. But I'm with
Alright.
Gina. I don't want to give him any money.
So you gotta kill this guy.
I mean, it sounds like no one would be really sad that he was gone.
Sounds like a lot of people would be pretty pleased.
Like-
Yeah, yeah, Rado, I know, Rado, I'm here. I know for a fact that a lot of people would be pretty pleased.
Look over at Gina. Look over at Teamer.
I mean, why didn't we take a shot at him last time?
That's a good
Good
question.
question, Redo.
That's a good question. Uh, shit, I don't know.
You had a lot of guys with a lot of guns.
Yeah, that one. But you know, can catch him with his guard down this time. Not have him run you off the planet, maybe.
I mean, I could meet him. I'm pretty established at this point as an up-and-coming artist. Rich pricks like him might actually want art. I could, like, at least get a lay of the land.
It's a long shot, but maybe. He's more
Upcoming
into.
artists.
Yeah, he's got
That
less savory
painted-
tastes.
And you painted the front of the bar of the brother he tried to assassinate.
Good point.
Just saying.
Alright, well, we'll have a think about it. And yeah, I think now's probably a good time to about call it anyway.
I think so.
And we could have a
Fair.
think out a character, what we should do about Carrick, and maybe
But-
why you ran away so quick before.
Out of game thing. Carrick is our next week's adventure.
Yeah, let's
We all
look.
agree
Sounds
on
good.
that?
Sounds fun.
Works for me.
Oh, I might even force you into that frickin' mod shop. Rado slams phone down. Oh, you'll never guess this. That fucking mod shop I was telling you about. Carrick's getting something done there. He's gonna be under the knife at that place. And if you don't fucking go for it, then I will myself. Because like I said, there's good money to be made at that place. And I got a
Like a
map
2
for
for
it.
1 special.
2-for-1 fucking special, and I got a fucking map for it and everything. So that's where we're gonna be doing. Who's in?
Feels somehow more dirty to do it that way. Sure.
Eh? Well,
Something tells me that we never had that big a sense of honor to begin with, so
true that. Either
Um,
way.
I-
Maybe not. Maybe not. Just a thought. You got other
I mean,
options.
it gets him out of his stronghold, if nothing else. Sure.
That's
he's
not,
gonna have so many guys on those streets.
like I said, that's not for another year yet, so we got a bit of time to think about it.
Truth.
Another 96 hours.
This place is so weird.
Well, yeah. Any final thoughts from anyone? Any crazy adventures you're gonna get up to suddenly?
I think we're holding off for next week for that.
Cool. Tima, you would have got a message from your friends to say they'd arrived safe in not Kulsa, the next city over, Adina. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it. You had a nice holiday. You're all a bit suntanned. Thanks very much for watching. We're the Kobold Cafe. We'll be back on Thursday with Star Trek, and then Sunday with this. Thanks for watching. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody!
Bye, everybody.